So hello everyone, it's your girl Gel Beauty 87 here, aka Grace, and today we're gonna get into my updated foundation routine. So I told y'all about this a while ago, how I wanted to film an updated version of my foundation routine because I found a way to use the Tatcha, the silk powder, if you will. And so we're gonna get into it today, and I'm actually gonna use a lot of the stuff that I use in my what is that video, the my luxury top 3 from each category video. So the complexion stuff is going to be from there. So I think it'd be good time to use that. The only thing I think I'm not using from there is this Huda Beauty, what is it called, Huda Beauty Tan Tour in the shade Tan. But I like to use a cream bronzer now and then go over top with a lighter bronzer. So some of the bronzers lately have been false advertised, and y'all know they oversaturate stuff and all that. So I was like, I'm going to just fix it to where it always works for me because I have a cream bronzer and I'll just put the powder one on top of it. And then when I use up that product, I just obviously won't buy it again. So anyway, after all that rambling, let's get started. So I'm going to use my Tatcha, the liquid silk canvas. Y'all know I live for a silk canvas. I finished the original one, like a whole tube of it. So I just take one pump and just, you know, rub it all over my face. I have actually stopped spot concealing as well. So I'm excited about that because my dark spots are starting to get a whole lot better. And they're not coming visibly through my foundation like they used to. So I'm so excited about that because I got so tired of buying like an extra darker concealer just to be able to do that with. So that means I can save that money. Next, I'm going to go on with the Charlotte Tilbury Hollywood Flawless Filter. If y'all remember, I wear the shade 6.5D. This is what she looks like. So we're going to put that all over my face as far as the places I highlight. And then we'll get into the next thing because I prime my under eye now as well. And I told y'all about the Bobbi Brown vitamin enriched eye base. So I love to use that as well. But we're going to start off with Charlotte Tilbury's highlighting filter. Okay, y'all, so we're going to highlight with this Hollywood Flawless Filter. And what I do is I just put it on the places I normally highlight my face. So if y'all remember from my old foundation routine, I would like highlight down this way. Then I'll do the cupid's bow, do my chin, and then I'll take it on like the high points of my face, so like right here, and I kind of do like a C shape right there, and then I kind of do like a C shape right here because that's the way I do my highlighter. So since it's supposed to be my underneath highlighter, before I actually put on real highlighter, I like to highlight in the same manner. Sorry, it's probably looking me all in my bed. Okay, that's looking pretty. A little bit better. I want y'all like right up on me, but you know. And I got new brushes. If y'all remember from my melt video, I got 3 new brushes, but I'm gonna use the highlighter brush today and the foundation brush in this video. But right now I'm gonna just take the sponge and kind of so we're just trying to get the glow from within. And as you can see now it looks more glowy toward the middle of my face. And when I turn my face like this, you can see the nice highlighted effect to it. So I like that for when I turn my head. So just nice glow from within. I hear you can wear this product alone without like, you know, putting on makeup. But, you know, my whole thing is if it's a makeup-esque product, I might as well just put on makeup as opposed to just trying to put this on. So now we're going to take my vitamin rich eye base, and I just take my concealer brush. I have a double-sided concealer brush, and I put it underneath the eyes here. So we're going to do that real quick. I like to make sure it's nice and hydrated underneath there before I get started. Now I don't always do this immediately, because sometimes I like put my primer on my face to let it sink into my skin and all that, and then I'll do my eyeshadow. That's why I normally do my makeup. I do my eyeshadow first, but in videos, y'all know I'll be having my base already done and then do eyeshadows. Oh, lately I've been doing, saying lately like I filmed. I haven't filmed in like 2 weeks, y'all. So I'm actually filming tonight so you can have some content over the weekend. Anyway, so I do that. Pat it just a little bit there. But it feels nice and hydrating underneath the eyes, and it's a million times better than that Hydro Grip. I'm telling y'all that. That's going down as one of the worst parts of 2020 in my videos, just FYI. Now we're going to get to my favorite foundation I just talked about today in the video y'all saw today, which is Friday, December the 3rd. This is the Very Valentino Light Lasting Perfection Foundation in the shade DN2. I love this foundation. Y'all know the way I raved about it in the video, honey. It got all the snaps. And the funny thing is, y'all remember I said I want to go buy this, but now you can get this Sephora for 20% off. That's another reason I want to do this video. I'll try to remember to link my initial video over there so you can get my initial reaction. But honey, this is like, this is going down as one of my favorite products of 2020. So y'all saw me took the Tatcha the liquid silk canvas on, so I'm just gonna like lightly massage this into my face so it can warm up my skin and blend it a little better. Lately I've been doing that as well. Like I massage it into my skin, my hands, like I think I'm Sandra Deluxe. And then I'll go in with the brush and smudge on top. So I'm just trying to get around the edges of my chin and whatnot. And I know it looks a little like light, but it blends into the skin nicely, and like once I put all my other stuff on, it looks fine. So don't be alarmed that it looks light on camera and it's supposed to like in, you know, real life or whatever. It's fine. So I'm just blending on my nose. I usually don't put that much on my nose, but I'm like, we're not wasting this product. This stuff, if I remember correctly, it was like $68, $65 or something. But you can get it for 20% off right now. And I think they had a 25% off sale on their website when they were doing like Black Friday or Cyber Monday. So it's a whole foundation I love. So now we're going to take this melt brush that I got and see how it works with this product. Because this is my first time ever using it. I'm going to use on camera with you all for the first time. And I was like, try out with a foundation I know isn't going to let me down. So even if the brush isn't that great, I can, you know, blend the foundation with my hands, make it look really nice, and then we can just go in with the concealer brush. It is weird though, because it's so wide. That's my issue with the brush right now. It's just really wide, so I don't know how I feel about that. Now I forgot how, you know, light, highlight to medium coverage this is starting off. This is one of those you have to build up, so just keep that in mind. So I might build up a little bit more on my cheeks. I'm trying to debate if I should or not, because I'm like, it's not like I'm not going to conceal them and then put blush and bronzer and all that, so you really shouldn't be able to see it. So I think I'm going to just stick to that one pump I did. I normally would do more, but I'm just like, no, let's just leave it the way it is. Plus, like in 3 hours after I go home, I'll just take all this makeup off anyway. So it's like, is there really a point? No, there's not. Okay, so another one, consider, spoiler alert, this is one of my favorite products of 2021 as well. Because I think I said 2020 and, you know, we dare not go back there. Can you focus on me? Thank you. So I'm going to use, this is the one size, what is this? Turn Up the Base Butter Silk Concealer. I wear the shade Dark 3G. And we just don't get the concealing, girl. So I do use a lot of concealer, just to be aware of that. But I do that to make up for the fact that, you know, sometimes I feel like the foundation doesn't give me the coverage I want. So it's like I'm trying to use less foundation now. So I'm like, I go on one layer of foundation and then I just, you know, layer up with concealer. There we go. Highlight the rest of my face. And it gives you a good amount when you first dip in. Because as you can see, I've highlighted just about all the places I normally highlight on my face. And I have not dipped back in again. So I like that. I'm going to dip back in there just for the chin and the cupid's bow. And we should be good, but I feel like that's quite impressive considering I did the majority of my face highlighted, including both underneath my eyes and half the places I highlight, and I didn't have to dip in except one more time after that. So bravo. So I'm taking this brush. The only thing I don't like about this brush is like the hairs come off and then they be sticking on my face when I be trying to like clean it, and I'm like, that's not cute. So I'm not feeling that, but you know, look at how gorgeous that highlight is. Along with that Charlotte Tilbury, yes. Like, this is one of my favorite combinations, honey. I was so happy to get over here and do this today because it's like, I've been wanting to do it, but I just didn't have time to. I only have Fridays and Saturdays off now. I used to have time off during the week, and like after Adrian went to bed and had to go to school in the morning, I would like, you know, do this. So I do somewhat miss having weekdays off, but it's like at the same time, I can only have 2 days off, and I would rather have the weekend since I can actually do something with my son now. I'm going to go on my second layer of concealer because y'all know I be concealing extra heavily. Plus, I didn't highlight my cheeks with concealer yet. So, I usually do that on the second go around. I'll just do underneath the eyes again and then like just randomly put concealer right here. I try to cover all the places that have dark spots on my cheek. So, that's why I usually drag mine down pretty low, as you can see. But that's because, like I said, I'm trying to make up for the fact that I don't have as much foundation on. So, I just splash the concealer right there in powder, and then that's how I make up for those dark spots that are on my face, since my blackheads and dark spots haven't cleared up completely yet. I've been trying to find new products to use. I found a couple of them I actually really like, and they're on sale at Sephora, so I'm like, I'm going to go ahead and grab them. Like, one of them is 40% off at Nordstrom's, so I'm definitely going to grab that. It's the Eradicate from Foaming Cleanser. Now we're going to take our cream bronzer and Tantour. I'm sorry, in tan. It's a Tantour. And what I like to do is, crap, I knew it was a brush. I forgot to bring it here. I forgot to bring the brush to put the cream concealer on. cream bronzer. So I like to do in my nose area. So I take this concealer brush, what is this, Mr. Right? Sorry, concealer, yeah, the Mr. Cover Up concealer brush. And I actually use that to put my contour in. So I'll like do it right here and buff it in, and then I'll just take the sponge and conceal. I usually don't use this product, so I forgot how, you know, pigmented it is. So obviously I'm gonna cover that up with the sponge, because right now it just looks like I have a weird like brownish unibrow. Okay, I am back, still looking a hot mess. I did get my brush like I said. Only thing is I know this is about to be messy, so yeah, see, look how much pigment came off of that. I'm like, oh god. So I should have brought another brush in here just to like blend this off with, but I'm gonna just turn it to the other side and lightly blend it. I might put some on my forehead too, since there's so much on this brush. I'm talking about like so much. Look how much is on this side. I'm just like, jeez. But this is what happens when you have so many products and you don't use them that often. I had forgot how pigmented this was. I remember when I first bought it being like, oh goddamn, this is pigmented, but like I don't ever really reach for this one because I have so many other ones that I do prefer, and the fact that this was so pigmented, I feel like made it difficult to work with. So I was just using the other ones that didn't take this much effort. Plus I still got my Bite Cocoa stick that I originally started off using cream bronzer with, so it's like I usually just stick to what I know. Okay, anyway, so let me blend this out in this area because y'all are looking a whole crazy mess. I learned this from Jackie Anna, putting the cream bronzer in the middle right here, because she said it gives better definition when you have your eyeshadow on. And I did notice that the subtle difference in it, I mean, like, I don't think it's a huge one, but it's big enough to where obviously I do it. So I figured I'd shout out that I learned it from Auntie Jackie. So now we're going to close the tan tour up, and then I'm going to blend out the concealer with my concealer brush. And then I usually take the foundation brush over whatever I did just to like blend everything together and smooth out the edges of it and everything. So we'll do that in a second. Anyway, now we're going to take the foundation brush like I said and just go over where I want to put the concealer and stuff to make sure, and then make sure our bronzer isn't mudding up and looking too crazy. So I'm going around my forehead with the foundation brush to just make sure we didn't put too much bronze on. We look crazy. Now I'm sponge. And now we're going to get into powder. So I use a dry velvet sponge. This is one from ColourPop with a slanted edge on it so you can see. And I have 3 different powders I use. Yes, I know it's a lot. So I use the Soku one. What is this? The I'm pretty sure it's called, this is the Soft Velvet Loose Powder. I use this one underneath my eyes. I use the Tatcha, the silk powder on the places I highlighted my face with concealer. And then I'm going to use this Bioterry Hyaluronic Tinted Hydro Powder in medium dark on the rest of my face. Which, shout out to the late great Mel Thompson. She is actually who I found out about the Bioterry powder from, because she was talking about how she used so many. I was like, well, I'm like, I know Mel is like really big on powder, so I'm like, what makes this powder so great? So then that's when I was like, okay, I need to try this powder. So as you can see, all the places I highlighted with concealer, except underneath my eye, is where we're gonna do this Tatcha powder. Cause I feel like it just gives like a nice little satiny glow from within, but you don't have to do too much. So I try to just put it on the Cupid's bow though. Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. It depends on how the mood hits me and takes me. I decide on what to do with it, but so today why not? Get the extra power off of her. And see, it's not giving that crazy super satiny shiny powder look that it did when you put it underneath the eyes. On the face, it just looks natural because of that Charlotte's Tilbury I put underneath. So I don't know if y'all can tell, but see, like, it just looks like I have a nice satiny glow. It's not giving us too much and making us look crazy, which is what, you know, you need to be concerned about when it comes to this powder because of the type of powder it is. So those are the places we highlight on our face. So now we're going to get into the Soku powder and put that underneath my eyes. So I ended up buying this on sale at, I forgot where I bought it. I want to say it was Cult Beauty when I bought some stuff from the Vive brand. I just went ahead and bought this too because I was like, I had heard about the brand. I hadn't seen any of the quads I really wanted. So I was like, I'm going to try something. And this looked amazing underneath my eyes. Like when I put it on, I feel like it just looks so velvety and smooth, just like they said it would. It does emphasize the pores on my face, which is a huge deal for somebody like me who has crater pores. So look how smooth that looks like. compared to this side. Look how smooth my face looks. Now you see why I was in my luxury brand video, because I'm like, it's amazing. But look just how smooth it looks right in here, and then how satiny and nice it looks there. So I've really been loving doing it this way. Now we're gonna go to our last powder. I know, right? I'm just out here powder queen. But I'm going to take the Dietary one now, and I'm just gonna put that on the rest of my face. So at first I was scared because it's a little bit lighter than what I was expecting it to be, but it just blends into the skin so nicely and looks so nice on that I, you know, have to do it. So now sometimes I use a pressed powder. Like lately I've been using the Charlotte Tilbury pressed powder, but when I'm rushing for work I don't always have time to use loose powder, so sometimes it's just easier for me to use a pressed one. So in those times I do. Like I used the L'Oreal one that's full coverage this week. I used the Charlotte Tilbury one, like I said. I haven't used the Dior one on my hot glass in a minute, but I left my hot glass here at my grandmother's house because I wasn't about to leave my Dior here. So it's the spraying. So, excuse me. So I learned that trick from Rachel Love. She sprays setting spray on her face and then presses it into the skin, so that way the makeup look more skin-like, and like speed up the process of you looking like your makeup's been lived in, so that way it looks better on your face. That's what I do that for. Which I thought was interesting because she has, like, if I remember correctly, she has dry skin. So I thought it was interesting that she would use a trick like that. But, you know, I'm glad she did. So that way I would, you know, find out about it and be able to use it myself. So now we're going to get into bronzer. So I'm taking this Jaclyn Hill set with Hot Lava and Cocoa Rich. This is the one I use in the wintertime because the other one she has, although it probably would be dark enough for me to use in the wintertime because she doesn't go very deep with bronzers, as we saw from her cream collection. I still like to use this one in the wintertime. This is one Karen Harris uses. So if you're Karen Harris's skin tone, basically tan, this one would be better for you. I just use it in the wintertime because I had already bought it, and then I ended up getting her the deepest one she had for 50% off, and like summer was over then, so I was like, I don't need it now, so I'm gonna use this one and leave it here for winter, and then I have the darker one for the summertime. Now I'm gonna take the same bronzer and put it on the cheeks. Another reason I put cream bronzer underneath lately, because I'm like, when I have bronzers like this that are lighter, this is a powdery mess, but like when I have bronzers that are I feel like it mixed in with the blush, and that's why it's looking a little red when I'm putting it on, but could just be this red tone. Again, I haven't used these in a while, so I honestly don't know. But as you can see, it's coming up a lot better than it did originally in the original video I did on these, just because, you know, it has that deeper cream bronzer underneath it to help it out. That's another reason I do it, because I'm like, sometimes these bronzers do not be what it is, and so you need to, you know, hook that up. And as you can see, we look nice and lived in now because our skin looks smooth, but it's melted into our skin with the spray. And then we have bronzed up the face, so we're looking nice and bronzed and loved by the Lord. Now I'm going to take the blush shade, which is Hot Lava. I don't remember how pigmented these are either, because again, I haven't used these in forever. But it's giving off decent pigmentation for me initially, just taking a little tap of it, which I'm liking. So I'm just going to build that up. I just love how intensely it looks on camera, but in real life it doesn't look like that at all. It doesn't look that intense and crazy, so I don't know, but anyway. We're looking nice. Now I'm going to take the Sigma highlighter palette, and I'm going to use my Mented Cosmetics highlighter brush. This is what the palette looks like on the inside. It is gorgeous. I heard the formula was really good, and when they had a 40% off sale, I bought it. So I'm just gonna mix the last two shades, which is what I normally do. I usually use Sunstone and Golden Hour. So I'm gonna start off with Sunstone because it's the lighter of the two, and then I can put Golden Hour on top to, you know, balance me out. Oh, this brush feels nice and soft. And I feel like it's putting on product nicely. I actually like Sunstone on its own. So what I usually do is sometimes I put Sunstone just in the middle of my face, If y'all know I'm known for this, like I'll put the bronzer tone on the cheekbones, and then I'll put like the lighter tone down the middle of the face, since you already highlighted the middle of the face with concealers. So it makes sense to me to do it that way, and that's why I do it that way. But you should do it however you feel. But I think we're just gonna put Sunstone on the middle of the face, and then end up putting golden out on the high points of the face. So look at that. Sigma did not contemplate. Do y'all hear me? They did not contemplate with you. Okay, y'all. So all we have left to do is spray the face again to let all this melt in, and then put my final setting spray on. So I'll spray it again to put all the extra stuff I just put on, the bronzer, the blush, the highlighter, to melt into my skin. That's what we do. And now I'm going to take my last official setting spray. This is the L'Oreal Infallible Pro Spray and Set Makeup Extender. And this is the one we expecting to hold the makeup in and make it look nice. So the only thing we got left is a lip girl, and then we should be done. So I'm gonna do this lip combo. I know they don't make this lipstick anymore. I'm sorry, but you know, this is like my go-to lip combo when I don't know what eyeshadow look I'm gonna do, and I don't know how many eyeshadow looks I'm going to do tonight. I only have planned one, but we'll, you know, have more than one new palette in, so I might have to do more. Anyway, I'm gonna take this lip liner from LA Girl in the shade Chocolate, I believe it is. Yeah, Chocolate. And then I'm gonna take the lip gloss Barely There from Juvia's Place, and then the lipstick I have is from Kylie in the shade Butterscotch. So this completes my updated foundation routine. I hope it was helpful to y'all. I hope you learned some new tips and tricks. Those are just a few things that I decided to try out that I actually ended up liking. So I was like, well, maybe I should show them a new one. Plus, I know I have some new followers, and I haven't done a foundation review, I think, in a long time. So that wasn't like a bad idea. I mean, like just a traditional foundation review. So I hope you all enjoyed. I hope you all enjoyed this video. Remember, you all are diamonds. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Be blessed, girl. Bye.